Give me a good old transformer to tear down. It's been hot. I got it hot, and it's got some number 2 copper in it too. So I've been taking these Timu cutters, pulling it out to where I'm about halfway to it, and cutting both sections. Gotta flip it over. No, you don't. Cut both sections. So now that's clean. Clean number 1 copper. I got number 2 hanging off of it. I guess where the lead was at. I've done pulled 3 off of it. So, cut it again. So, pretty simple. Get some good sharp cutters. I've got my big cutters, but they're out there at the other property. I just needed something small that I could, use around here. But yeah, these cheap cutters, hell yeah, they work really good. Actually surprised me. I didn't think personally that they would last, through some of the abuse that I put stuff through. Cuts like butter. Not bad for $30. I think $30 is what I gave for the set. And it comes with a pair of smaller handheld cutters too. So I didn't think I went wrong. I mean, they're cheap. Here's the number 2 part. I'll show you how to get that off real quick. Okay. Just take it and get on both sides of it with these old cheap wire cutters. And pops right off. Pops right off. I'll clean that up in a minute and I'll put it in my number 2 bucket. Clean that off. There's another one. And there's some more clean. Which I mean, this kind of copper is like, it's like helium. It's like helium steel. You can't get very much of it in a bucket because it's so bulky. But this is one of my last transformers that I had, so I went on ahead and cleaned it up. And there's that number 2 stuff. It's got that some kind of insulation on it or whatever. But our piece of copper fill in there still. That's number 2 anyway. So now, instead of being number 2, this is all number 1. These things here, same thing. Get that coating off there. Dang. Sometimes it works and sometimes it don't. Sometimes you gotta cut it. I'll worry about that in a little bit. Anyway, that's all number 2. I got a few things in this bucket that I want to try to cut down, because there's some number 1 in here too. And I was going to see if these Timu cutters would get the job done. So let's see if it does it. There we go. Number 2. Number 1. No, it wasn't just a little piece, but hey, it all adds up. There's your number 1. There's your number 2 with the solder. Alright, here's a big piece. Let's see if these Timu cutters will get that done. Shit. Had to put a put a little effort into it. Damn. But they work. There's number one. This little tag along piece right here. Just cut the end off of it. That's your starter end. You cut it up close. There's some number one. Cut it close to your solder joints. Just throw it in the number one. Anything that's got a solder joint is going to be number two. You're going to get less money. So you cut the solder joints off. Might take a little time sometimes, but you wait till your copper prices go up, and it'll be well worth it for the different categories. Because right now, my yard's paying $3.20 for number one, and $3 for number two. I don't know what Bear Bright is. I think it's $3.25 or something. But hell, it's worth it to me. I love it. There's even a piece of brass on there I'm gonna give them, because I ain't got time to mess with it. And it actually goes pretty quick if you ain't playing with it. Number one, or number two. Number one. See, I mean, even this here is number one. So there's 10 pounds of number one copper. Even these things here. You got a brass valve, gate valve, or brass shot or line here, and you cut all them right there off right there, and all that'd be number one. Let's do it all at once. There you go. That's all number one. Probably half a pound. That goes to number two. And I got a lot of stuff that I need to clean up. It's got brass on it too. So I just had to figure the heck with it. Come out here and cut some of this stuff up. I ain't doing nothing else. Get it done. Make some money. This piece there was hot. So I can't get it off there. That old cheap knife. So I'll probably stick this in the vise and squeeze it good a little bit. And get that off there. I don't think it's them. I mean, them cutters will cut this, but I don't want to cut it into so many different nuggets that I don't want to. I can't deal with it. Well, there's that part. Oh, there's one. Number two. And I just separate this number two here shortly. And then I got all this other big stuff left, you know. So I still got more. I just gotta get everything cleaned up. Anyway, there's the transformer that I had done last year, I think, before I got down. Anyway, that's gonna contain the video, conclude the video, and we'll see you guys next time. Love you all. God bless. Thank you for being here.